Heavenly Father, we come to you in this hour, asking for your guidance and protection to our virtual gathering today. We thank you for the gift of life, the gift of family, the gift of work, and the gift of friendship. We thank you for this great opportunity to bring us together in this session as brothers and sisters. Bless the committee, the facilitator, and the attendees of this gathering. May we continue to value and appreciate the true essence and meaning of life with the help of your grace. And as we go along to our discussion today, we humbly pray that you would deepen our understanding. Lord, enlighten us and give us wisdom every day. Forgive us for our shortcomings and remind us to always be mindful of the things we do in life. We offer our life and our decisions to you, O Lord. May this gathering today create a memorable experience and a fruitful outcome. We ask this through our Lord Jesus Christ, our Redeemer and our Savior. Amen.
Good morning, everyone. From the Office of Soul, I'm Cindy Ruth Villariza, the Secretary of the said office. So before we begin this session, let me remind you to please mute your microphone, rename your Zoom name to your complete name and department so that we can identify you. You may turn on your video camera during this session. And later, there will be an open forum. If you have any question with this regard to the session, please type it in the chat box or use the raise hand in Zoom reaction button and unmute yourself. Reminder, this session is video recorded and recordings will be made available at the Silliman Online University Learning website and also to our YouTube channel. Just search Silliman Online University Learning. Then kindly subscribe to it so that you can watch other previous e-trainings that we have conducted. Today, we will have an interesting topic to talk about: increasing learner to assessment engagement using tracking, activity completion and restriction, and micro-learning in mySOUL. Our trainer this session is Mrs. Ariel Lisa Maipa, a faculty member at the Office of Soul. Let's give her our virtual applause. Ma'am Lisa, the virtual floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Cindy. Good morning, everyone. I apologize in advance if I
You're
am
welcome.
unable to open my camera. My internet as of right now is quite unstable. So to begin, I would like to ask if my participants for today has used book in my soul. Have you ever used book in one of your lessons in soul? Can I have a yes or a no in the chat box, please? So basically, we will start learning how to use book. So this is under micro learning. Okay, can you please type in your answer on the chat box with a yes or a no? Anyone? Just a yes or a no, please. Okay, I have a no. How about the rest? How about the rest? We only have one. I really do hope that you have you're using your laptop or your desktop so you can follow me on our training for this morning. So you will be using your mySOUL account, your virtual classroom in the duration of our training. So I believe it's only Ma'am Vernalyn who's not able to use a book. Well, okay then. Nonetheless, let's begin. I'll share my screen first. Okay, there you go. So to start off, a book or the book module enables a teacher to create multiple page resource in a book file format, in a book-like format with chapters and sub-chapters. So book can contain media files as well as text and are useful for displaying lengthy pages of information, which can be broken down into sections. So I'll show you an example of how a book looks like. So in one of my classes, I use book. So this is under my NCM Nursing Informatics. So this is how a book looks like. So when the students open it, they won't be overwhelmed by how much information you have posted. Some of the teachers, if not most, that I have seen when I try to observe their classroom, I can see that most of the posts they put is placed under label. So when you open their virtual classroom, it's quite lengthy, so most probably the students will be overwhelmed with all the information that you have posted. And that is also including the assignments or exercises that you have posted. So with a book, it will only look like this. So you have there your chapters, your sub chapters as well. So let's say, for example, this one, concepts, components, and frameworks. If you open that, so micro learning has to be just short. So I have here the introduction. Then you can put in a video. So this is a video informing the students on what to expect about this introduction. And also you can put here the topic discussion as well. So if the students does not want to watch a video, they would rather read about it, then you can have a download file available. So again, it's just short. You don't have to scroll all the way down just to read all the information. Okay. Then um, for each of these, I placed assignment. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. So here's the assignment. So it's really quite short. So this is just a clickable link where it will um, reroute them to the where they will submit the assignment, just like that. Okay. So if I go back here, then they have here your second topic. There. So it's really quite short. So this is what you call a micro learning. So again, you have assignments and then another topic, the assignment. Then I have here my supplemental resources. Okay, they may watch this or not, but as long as you put it there, students will surely appreciate it. These are more readings. Okay. And then I think it's ideal to put a lesson roundup or just a reflection on what they have learned for these lesson, for these particular lesson. So how do we use assign I mean book? So in your create learning activity, you just need to look for book there. And this is how a book looks like. So the name there will be, let's say, for example, let's just follow this one, Understanding Health Information System. I'll just copy and paste this one. If you have your own lesson that you want to make, you may put in your title, but if not, you can just copy mine. So Understanding Health Information System there. And you can put the description. My description usually is just a an image, say like this one. So instead of a description, I put in an image. So let me just get an image. I'll just Google it. I'll Google an image for informatics, nursing informatics. If you have images in your computer, so you can use that if it's already in your computer. Okay, I'll use this one. This is what I usually do. Right click, um, save or copy image. Let's just copy that and then post that in here. There you go. And the settings, you can put in the chapter, the style of navigation, or any restriction here. But as of now, let's not change anything from the settings, but let's just go and save and return to course. There. So that is how it would look like. Now we want to put in the contents such as this one. So first is concepts, components, and frameworks. So I will just, again, just copy and paste this. So this is just an example. No need to copy the number. Okay, you can just type it in, concepts, components, and frameworks. So in my case, I will just copy and paste. So I have to click here on the title. There. The first content title would be that one, concepts, components, and framework. And then you can just type in any information about concepts, components, and framework, or you can type in a twinkle, twinkle, little star. In my case, I will still copy and paste and save. There you go. Now, since I want to add a YouTube file or any video file underneath, just like this one, you can also get the video from from your Google Drive. In this case, this is from Google Drive. I'll just copy and paste the link and paste it underneath. So I'm going to edit this, turn editing on. Since we've already saved it, this has to be turned on so you can edit it. There you go. And then, of course, edit is always this gear icon. Gear icon to edit, you know what this means, that's delete. This means it's being seen. Or if you click that, it means hidden. If you click a plus sign, it means you're going to add another content. So in our case, let's edit it. And I will just add in the link for the video. Here you go. And save changes. And the video should be seen here. So it can either be, this one is a link that can either be like that. Once we click it, it will automatically go to the drive. So what I did here is I just snipped. This is not a video file right away, but it is an image link to the video file. So if I click, see, it links to another page. So what I did is I just snip this and pasted it over here. Okay. So now let's create a sub page of that topic. So to create a sub page, let me go back. Where is that? I think I X'd it. Okay, let me go back. I placed that here. Here you go. So I'll just either click this or the main um, topic of the lesson. So I'll just click here and then turn editing on because I want to add a sub page. Then I'll just click the plus sign to add the sub page. Okay, I'll make this as assignment 1. There. And make sure to click on the sub content to make this assignment 1 a sub page. So I'll just copy the assignment 1 here. You can type in anything there. I'll copy that and paste it here. And since this is a link to my other to my assignment page, so what usually how the student sees it is like this, right? They can see it as like this assignment, and then with the click here link to submit your work. But in the teacher's view, that assignment is here. So that is this is where the hide, but what is the hide but make available is being used. Okay, we'll do that. I'll show you how to do that. So let me go back to assignment, and then I'll just copy click here to submit your work without the link yet. Click here to submit your work, something like that. I'll save it first. So as you can see, it's indented. So that means this is a subtopic of this topic, of the first topic. So let's create the assignment file to link the assignment 1. So I know you already are familiar of how to do the assignment. So click there, and I will just put here assignment 1. Then let's say you can type in any words there. I'll just copy my instruction for the assignment. Let's say like this. I'll just copy it again, so that when the students click on that link, the instruction will be posted again. Now this time without the click here to submit your assignment. Then we don't need to display description on course page because students will not see this as like this. Let me go back to the assignment. They won't see this thing like this. So it should only look like this. There's no need for them to see the description. But once they open it, the description will be there again. Okay. So that's the purpose of us putting the description over here. Now you set whatever due date, availability, but make sure the visibility is, this is where we put make available but not shown on course page. Make sure that it is make available but not shown on course page if you want it to look like this. So this is not visible to the student's view. If I go to student's view, if I switch role, I'll show you what I mean. So where is that? Understanding this one. There you go. So as you can see, all the assignments that I placed here is no longer available or cannot be seen by the students. What they can see is only this. So once they click on assignment one and the link over here, that is when they can see or redirect them to the submission of the assignment. So it's not visible here. Okay, my internet is running slow. I apologize. Anyways, you get the idea. So it's not visible on the side of the student's view. So let's just continue editing. So again, please do make this available but not shown on course page. And then just save and return to course. Okay, let's wait for a short time. Okay, there you go. Okay, see? So basically, this is how you create your book. Let me just add in one more link. So wait, I'll just add one more page so I can show you how to do the restrictions later on and activity completion. So again, to add a main page, so you can just press on the plus, and then let's say this is a lesson one, lesson roundup. So since I don't want this to be a sub content, I'll just click that one, and then I'll just copy the lesson roundup here. So usually my question is, which part of the lesson did you find helpful? Something like that. So we can also improve their learning experience and our how we deliver our lessons. And save changes. There you go. Oh, we forgot to put the link here. I'm sorry. Remember the link, we're supposed to have a link here for assignment one. Okay, where is that? This one. So this is the assignment that we have created. This is where we want the students to be rerouted once they click it. So just copy and then let's edit first. Okay. To create a link, you just need to highlight, since we placed here, click here to submit your work. So this one is the link, and then paste what we have copied a while ago. Let's just open it in a new window, then create. There, it's now red, so that means it's clickable and it can reroute you to that assignment link. Okay, so the same with the lesson roundup. We have to create as an assignment. You can create an assignment or a forum for an open lesson roundup. In my case, let's just create another assignment for lesson roundup. So let's just name this lesson one, lesson roundup. Then the instruction. Okay. So again, this should be make available but not shown on course page. Then save and return to course. Okay. So once you click on this one, this is the page where you want them to be. So just copy that link, copy it, and that is what you are going to paste in here. Lesson one, lesson roundup. So turn on editing, edit it, and let's put in click here to submit lesson roundup. Highlight, link, paste, create, save changes. There you go. So when, let's X this out. So when they click on that one, it will reroute them to lesson one, lesson roundup. Okay. So again, in the teacher's view, it's going to be quite long. Not that long though, but it looks like this. You have a lot of assignments there. But in the student's view, it will just look like this one. Micro learning, short. So they will say, oh, it's only this. But then when they click it, you have there your links and then your assignments. Click, submit your work here. There you go. So that is how a book looks like, and that is how you set up a book. Now, moving on, I hope that's clear how to set up a book. Okay. So next is restriction. So let's say, for example, I'll show you an example of restriction. So what I did with my class is I restricted them to, let's say, for example, this one, put it back to normal view. So in the first lesson here, understanding health informatics, I have three assignments. And I don't want them to go directly to lesson roundup without answering the assignments, of course, because the lesson roundup is a reflection of the assignments and the lessons that they have read and learned. So since I don't want them to go to lesson roundup, I locked it. As you can see here, there's a lock in my lesson one lesson roundup. And if you click on the lock, there's not available unless the activities assignment 1 to 3 is complete. So how do we add restrictions then? So to add restriction, let's go back to, okay, sorry if you hear the dogs barking on my background. Okay, let's add restrictions. Okay. So again, if you can see no edit files here or anything, that means that you're in a student view. So always return to normal role. So let's add restriction. Okay. Okay, let's say this one. You don't want them to go to lesson one, lesson roundup, unless they are done with the submitting assignment one. So to do that, just click on lesson one, lesson roundup, and then edit the settings. And you'll be able to find restrictions down here. Third to the last setting, restriction, restrict access. So add your restriction. Then you can either restrict it by date, grade, group, so on and so forth. What I'm going to teach you is activity completion. There. So the student must match the following. So I want them to complete assignment one before their assignment one must be marked complete before they can go to lesson roundup. Then save that. Okay. Now you might say that, oh, they can just click on this one. They can just click on the plus sign to make that complete, right? We have to edit that setting as well. So you go to assignment one and then edit the setting. This time you have to go to um, activity completion. So this activity can be completed once. So you don't want this to be student can manually mark the activity because they can complete it without submitting anything. So you have to say show activity as completed when conditions are met. Student must view this activity to complete. You can also have student must receive a grade to complete this activity. That's when you can check the assignment right away. But if you think you can check it um, on time, so better leave that unchecked. What you want is this one: student must submit to this activity to complete it. Okay, so it means that they have to submit the assignment for the completion to take effect. You can also put in the expected completion date. Okay, but this is not necessary. But if you want to have really set a deadline for this activity to be completed, then you click on enable and then set the date. Okay, in my case, I'll just leave that blank and then save and return to course. Now the check mark there will be changed to something like this. The check mark will be changed to something like that. Okay. Now, once the students again submit to this activity, assignment one, then your lesson one lesson roundup will be enabled. Okay. So there is also another restriction where we don't want the students to submit the assignment unless they are done reading the lesson, of course, right? We want them to have their a time reading the lesson. So for our book here, we can edit the book and also activity completion. So we don't want the student to manually mark the activity as completed, but we want to set conditions. Student must view this activity to complete it, of course. And then you can also set the date again. Then save and return to course. There you go. So again, that is being set to this one. And the assignment, you also want to edit it. You also want to edit the restrict access. So we don't want them to send in the assignment unless they have already read the lesson. So again, that's activity completion. So the student must be able to read Understanding Health Information System. Once they're done reading it, that should be marked complete and then save. Now we can see here the assignment being locked. So if you click on the lock key, not available unless the activity, this one, Understanding Health Informatics, has been viewed. And the same with this, not available unless the activity assignment 1 is marked complete. Okay. So I hope you were able to get that one. I'll show you a better example or more examples such as this. So again, this is locked, so they can't. Um, I think this is locked because I want them to answer preferred learning style. They cannot open this activity or this lesson unless they have all of them has answered the preferred learning style. The same with assessment. Okay. My assessment is locked unless they are all done answering my lesson 1 up until lesson 1, lesson roundup. And another thing is you set a passing score for your assessment. You can also lock your second lesson. Let's say this one, this lesson here. So I'm also using a book. You can set this to lock. Let's say you say you don't want them to go here unless um, they got a passing score for their, or it should be in restrict access. So something like this. So let's say assessment. Where's my assessment? Advanced learning, understanding, assignment, lesson roundup. Okay, I can't find my assessment, but let's just say, for example, exercise 1, Mendeley has a score. They need to get at least a passing score for this exercise. And then you can set here, must be complete with pass grade. So that's how you set it. Must be complete with pass grade. So that means that they cannot proceed to the next lesson unless they got a passing grade. Okay, so if you might ask, how do you set a grade? Okay, so let's say, for example, this one, grade, grade to pass. My grade to pass here is 50. But you have your own percentage, right, of the grade to pass. So you have to set a grade to pass here for you to be able to edit the settings for activity completion or for restrict access. Okay, so again, you need to set a passing grade to set the restriction access. So if this one is just 0, you might not be able to use the activity completion for passing grade if this is not set. Okay, so I hope that is clear. So we've already covered actually micro learning, restriction, and activity completion. Now all we need to do is tracking. So let's say you want to track the students who has not submitted the activities that you have set for that semester. So activity completion can be seen under reports. So you have reports here and activity completion. There you go. So again, it's under reports and activity completion. There you go. So all the green check marks are what they have completed. There. So these means the red circle means that the student was not able to achieve a passing grade. Because this, what is this? Understanding nursing. I think this is a quiz. Yeah, that's a quiz, and I set a passing grade of I think it's 75% or 50%. So those who were not able to get a there mostly most of them did not achieve pass grade. Okay, so this is where you can track the progress of your students. There's a scroll here where you can just check all of that. And then for each of these activity, if you want to send emails or a chat in Soul for students who's not able to complete this activity or submit it. So let's just say, for example, I'll choose one activity here. But I think most of them has completed this activity. Okay, this one, literature search using, I'll just click on that one. So I have an activity here. Let's say this. I will go to that activity. Oops, not that. Anyway, I will choose another course because all of my students in that um, course has submitted to that activity. So I'll just choose another, maybe this one. Okay, this one, performance task 2, I have only 31. So there's 2 students that has no grade. So if you want to send, wait, block submission requires grading. Okay, this is the only students that requires grading. So okay, wait. Course. Okay, just one moment. I'm checking on something. Um, okay, let's say for example, in that activity completion. Okay, wait, let me just open a new tab and go to my activity completion for this course. Report, activity completion. Okay, so let's say for example, for a unit test, let's say for example, Norman, Christina, Usher was not able to take that test. So you can just click on their name and then send a message. Okay, write them a note. Edit. So what I usually do is send a message. Then just type in your message here. Dear students, something like that. Then send message. So they can able to see this message in their soul account. Okay. Okay. So I think that is it. Let me see if we still have one more. So basically, that is it. So we are now down to our open forum. I hope you were able to understand. But if you have any questions or if you want me to repeat something, kindly put it in the chat box or unmute your audio. Okay? Anyone? No one? Clear ra? Nasabtan ra? Mingaw kaayo. There's just three of us, but mingaw pod. Ma'am Janet, okay ra? Mami Nerva. Okay, very good, Mami Nerva. How about Ma'am Vernaline? Paspas ra, ma'am? Or gets ra?
Okay ra ma'am, follow ra ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Ma'am Janet as well. Okay, wala pa si Ma'am Janet. But anyways, um that is I think it's really important as well to practice this kind of micro learning or online distance learning for our students because again we don't want our students to be overwhelmed with so much information manang we have micro learning. So nagka mental health problems ng ubanan, most especially if we add a lot of assignments or things for them to do, because again in our studies with Sir Dave Marshall and Jade Montemayor, uh, student engagement kanang ang too much ano daw homework that leads to mental health problems. Usa gyud na sa top problem sa mga students. Okay? So anyway, so man make a quiz. Welcome, Ma'am Jan. Ma'am, can we quiz inside the Yes, you can actually, Ma'am Minerva. Ano lang, ma'am, it's just a link. Create ra gyapon kag link sa imuhang book para sa quiz. It's just like creating the assignment, right? So the quiz cannot be seen as like this. Wait, pakitaan sa tikaw usab, ma'am. So if we go back here, the quiz cannot be seen as in Ani, but it should be hidden by the hidden siya nga type to make available but not shown on course page. So clickable ra gyapon siya just like this one. So you put there the quiz and then just a link, something like yeah, link ra siya. So pag click nila ana nga link, it will be rerouted sa quiz. Okay, ma'am. Wala po siyang assignment or any other learning activity nga inyong mabutang link ra gyud siya because we only want them to see ingon ani. So limpyo ra gyud kaayo ato ang unsa ni front page. Like this lang gyud but diri daghan day kay link. Because if they will be scrolling down, 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 taas na pud kayo ano mo ang tulunan. Ending taas na day yapon. But it's all in the book. Okay, book or lesson will do. Okay, so um there's already a post there for today's evaluation for you to be able to get your certificate. And of course, we have other trainings as well. Sir Steve, can you share the trainings? So again, we have other trainings, and I hope you can join those trainings. And again, please don't forget to fill out our evaluation form for your certificates. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me this morning. I hope to see you again very soon.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome. Bye, everyone. Take care and God bless.